Hi, my name is Shomik Shubhra Biswas and my roll number is 20CH10065. I am from section 10. This is the schematic capture of the Arduino motor shield example. This is a dual edge bridge IC. There are two motors, one connected to channel A and the other connected to channel B. We are going to try to control the speed of the motor connected across channel A. Input 1, input 2 and enable A are used to control the inputs to channel A, while output 1 and output 2 are used to control the outputs of channel A. Enable A is connected to IO4, and here we can see that IO4 is connected to IO6. Input 1 pin is connected to IO12 pin, while input 2 pin is connected to an XNOR gate. The second pin of the XNOR gate is connected to IO8 pin. So by using this break A, direction A and PWM A, we can control the speed and direction of rotation of this motor connected to channel A.
This is the source code for our program. This statement is used to calculate the speed of the motor in RPM. We have initialized PWM with a value of 200. We must ensure that the value of PWM is less than or equal to 250 for better accuracy and predictability. Now, we have defined IO12 pin as the output since the IO12 pin is connected to the input 1 pin. The IO12 pin is used to determine the direction in which the motor will rotate. So, if its value is 1, then the motor rotates in the clockwise direction, and if its value is 0, the motor rotates in the anti-clockwise direction. Now, we have written digital write 12, high. So, this statement runs the motor in the clockwise direction. Now we have defined pin 8 as the output. The IO8 pin is the break pin. We have written digital write 8, low in order to disable the break. Next we have defined IO6 pin as the output, which is connected to the IO4 pin, and the IO4 pin in turn is connected to the enable A pin. We need to generate the PWM signal on the 6th pin, so we have written this statement. Now let's go back to the schematic capture and run the simulation. We can clearly see that the motor connected across channel A is rotating in the clockwise direction. It is still rotating. Eventually it is going to settle at some particular value. We can see that the speed of the motor is no more increasing after 35.1 RPM. Now let's stop the simulation. For the second part of our DIY assignment, I have created a group on Node-RED named as water level and gas pressure. I have inserted a slider from the dashboard as well as a gauge. I have made the required modifications in the slider as well as the gauge. I have renamed the label as water level controller. I have set the minimum and maximum value as 0 and 100 respectively, and then clicked on done. I have renamed the label in the gauge node as water level in centimeter. I have defined different colors for different levels of water and then clicked on done. Then I have connected the two nodes together. I have also inserted another slider and a chart from the dashboard. I have renamed the label
in the slider as gas pressure controller, I have set the minimum and maximum value as 0 and 40 respectively and clicked on done. I have renamed the label of the chart as gas pressure in bar. I have set the type as bar chart. The minimum and maximum values are 0 and 40 respectively, and then clicked on done. And then connected the two nodes together. And then I have clicked on the deploy option. Now I have opened another tab and typed in the following address and then press the enter key. Now we can control the water level in this manner as well as the gas pressure. So after typing in the TCP IP address of the network I am connected to in my mobile browser, I have cast the screen of my mobile in my laptop. And now if I change the value of the water level in my mobile, you can clearly see that it gets changed on my laptop too. Thank you.